Before Mark came to the church at Brook Hills, the church I serve, he had spent practically his entire adult life involved in church programs and serving on church committees. "You name it, and I did it," Mark said. "I was on finance teams and personnel teams. I worked on capital building campaigns and sat in long-term planning sessions. Every week my schedule was filled with church activity." After becoming a part of our faith family, Mark started hearing people talk about making disciples. That's when he realized that, despite all the good things he had done in the church, he could not name one person outside his family whom he had led to Christ and who was now walking with Christ and leading others to Christ. Mark said to me, "David, I have spent my life doing all the stuff in the church that I thought I was supposed to do. But I'm realizing that I have missed the most important thing, making disciples." At his workplace and in our community, Mark is now intentionally leading people to Christ and teaching them to follow him. The story of Mark's life as a Christian should frighten us. The last thing you and I want to do is waste our lives on religious activity that is devoid of spiritual productivity, being active in the church but not advancing the kingdom of God. We don't want to come to the end of our days on earth only to realize that we have had little impact on more people going to heaven. Yet if we are not careful, we will spend our lives doing good things in the church while we ultimately miss out on the great purpose for which we were created. That's why I say one of the worst enemies of Christians can be good things in the church. Of course, some will disagree with my claim. How can good things in the church really be one of our worst enemies? Some might ask. Sin and Satan are our worst enemies, they might say, and they would have a point. But let me point something out. We know sin and Satan are our enemies. We know we need to be on our guard against them. But too often we're oblivious to the threat posed by the good things we're doing. We've laid down our defenses against the way that the good can hinder the best. In this sense, good things can subtly and effectively become one of our worst enemies. As Christians today, you and I can easily deceive ourselves into thinking that dedication to church programs automatically equals devotion to kingdom purposes. We can fill our lives and our churches with good things requiring our resources and good activities demanding our attention that are not ultimately best for the enjoyment of the gospel in our churches and the spread of the gospel in our communities. We must be willing to sacrifice good things in the church in order to experience the great things of God.